What up, y'all? It's Teacher, and today we're gonna be talking about the Chinese Riddler Khu. Did he really know about Pokemon Legends EA? This is kind of an important video to make so that we know to calibrate our senses when it comes to his tweets, because the fact is, Khu, he does have real information, but, and I hinted this in the last video I made, his riddles have all fallen apart in the last few months. And I mean, I did a pretty good job tackling the issue in that video, but I wanted to make this video here to properly answer it to y'all, because that's the past. If Riddler Khu isn't actually a reliable source anymore, which means whoever was supplying him with info is either not supplying him with info anymore, or they're giving him fake info, then that means we gotta stop looking at the stuff he's posting, because he's trying to fill in the gaps of his knowledge to make it look like he's still a source. But we're gonna start from the beginning. You see, first off, I don't really care about the internet's perception. Is it cool to hate Khu? Is it cool to love Khu? Okay, generally it's always been cool to hate him, but I don't really care about all that. To me, listen, I've said the truth across all my videos. I'm gonna condense it in this. I've liked him. I've liked him because there's two ways that he functions. He tastefully reveals things. He doesn't leak everything at once like Kaka, which some people don't like because they're like, bro, stop blueballing us, just give us the info. Like, you want all this clout, and it makes sense, right? He does want the clout, why wouldn't he? What do you think he's being a Riddler for? Out of the goodness of his heart? It's like, this is why the internet makes no sense. There's two things. He tastefully reveals things because he wants to make a good hype season for the Pokemon games. That part is true. And he also wants the attention. That doesn't make him a bad dude. This random dude risking an insider in Pokemon's job for no reason. He wants attention, y'all. Y'all gotta accept that fact and not be like, oh, he's disgusting. He wants it. That's why I'm making this video. I'm tired of the ass opinions. I'm a realistic guy. I don't fold. I'm not gonna say I'm Khu's biggest fanboy. I stick to what I actually believe. And the truth is, I've already said it, right? I like Khu because he's brought a fun side to the hype season. Pokemon's official hype season for Scarlet and Violet was dookie. They are horrible at marketing their games, so bad. Now the truth is, when Khu put his little riddles that brought so much flavor into the Scarlet and Violet hype season, that came with the drawback, which was stuff got ruined. The Master Ball got ruined, of course. We all knew something was happening with the Master Ball. The Paradox Pokemon, a lot of stuff that was in the final game was ruined, but at a tasteful cost where we all had a lot more fun during the hype season. And it's that hype that made us more interested in the games in the first place. If you weren't interested in the games, the Master Ball breaking wouldn't have hit you hard in the first place because you're not that interested in Pokemon. I kinda zoned out from Pokemon after X and Y and Auras. So for like Sun and Moon and Sword and Shield, up until around the time Legends Arceus was coming out, I wasn't really paying attention to Pokemon. Even though I was really interested in it, right? The Necrozma stuff hit me hard. I loved Ultra Necrozma. I loved when they introduced those cross-regional variant evolutions like Obstagoon. But I kind of lost my connect with Pokemon because what's interesting to me is speculating ideas. I have a lot of stuff going on in my head, and Pokemon doesn't really give you much to think about. They just announce a game with the trailer, then wait 3 months and put out an ass trailer, wait a couple months, do it again, and it doesn't really keep me engaged. So that's a pretty simple case right there, right? Pokemon's hype season itself caused me to not be that interested in like a whole 6-7 years of Pokemon. So I do know how important it is to have a good hype season, something Pokemon still doesn't seem to know because they still can't market their games, even now. So that's the first point, right? I like Riddler Khu. I don't care if it's cool to hate him. And you'll also see that I make fun of him all the time as well, because some of the stuff he does is funny and stupid. And I mean, that's good, right? You don't want someone, if you're Riddler Khu, you don't want someone sucking up to you. You want someone calling it out when stuff is weird. And now to talk about the title of this video, and I'm gonna put it simply. Did Riddler Khu actually know about Legends EA? Did he know Kalos was the next Pokemon games? No, there's no shot he did. And I mean, this is just my opinion. And Khu, you're free to fully hit me, like tell me the truth. But I don't think he knew. Khu's been putting so many hints for the next Pokemon game, and he was hinting Johto/Unova, which is the right games that would be coming next. Pokemon just decided to throw a curveball. But every riddle he's posted has broken down. And the initial way I took it when Legends EA was announced is, damn, Khu curveballed us, and successfully. Big points to you. But Here's the thing. First off, I respect that Kalos was not spoiled. That was such a good plot twist. But yeah, let's just quickly go through his tweets. I'm not gonna tell you how I know he didn't know, but he didn't know. And you can really tell when you look at his tweets. So look, someone asks him, someone asks him about the 8, right? Which are supposed to spell 2 or 5. And he says, if we say A and Z overlap, do you believe? So he's saying that from the perspective of everyone's calling him a clown. Okay, here's my answer. Would you even believe it if I said? That's how he's saying it. No, Khu. No, bro. Khu. You know, all you had to say was, it was supposed to be a 6. You know how believable it would have been if he just said the answer is 6. That's the whole point, right? He put these 3 highlighted because it can spell a 2, 3, 5, 6, 8. The bigger ones were 2 or 5 to lead to Johto or Unova. All you had to do was say 6. But no, that's how little he couldn't fix his own riddle, you know? He couldn't fix his answer in time, that he folded and made an ass answer. Another way, Khu, if you were smart and you wanted to lie about it and say, no bro, I didn't know, is you could have said, look at all the segments, they're hexagons. Boom, people's minds would have been blowing. Oh, Khu did know. Khu, you fold hard, bro. Do I have to teach you how to troll? I know every secret in the book. I can be the ultimate Riddler if I wanted. I just need a source. I don't have a source. Someone be a source for you. Giving, I will be the ultimate hype season for y'all. I'm so sad. Masuda, respond to my DMs, bro. I will sell you an extra like 6 million copies, hyperbole. I will get people talking so much. I just have to make a different Twitter account. Here's another Unova 1. Happy Chinese New Year posts the Unovas. Do you think people will be happy or disappointed after Pokemon Prisons? People will talk. But he might as well not have responded to the tweet. Why did you post N and Hilbert, sir? So this is when he was posting Unova related stuff. He's like, Master's new photo feature is fun. You're not trolling the right way, bro. You're not trolling in the right way. I'm rooting for you, but this is not good trolling. Bro, why you tease Unova? Teasing and trolling, 2 sides of the same coin. There's supposed to be 2 sides of the same coin, crew, but Khu. But that wasn't trolling what you were doing. That was pretty ass. So that's his ultimate answer, right? He was teasing Johto and Unova to troll. And the answer is actually Kalos. That's actually what he's saying. It could be a game later down the line. That's another theory we have, right? But I suppose we'll talk about this for a moment, right? And this is going to be a message to Khu. You know, people value honesty, right? This isn't a freaking cheesy video or anything, but it's as simple as, you see, when all this Kalos stuff broke out, if you look through his tweets, and I could be wrong on this, it looks like he's trying to patch up the situation. Make it look like he did know. So he's trying to fix his fumble. The way he's sharply responding to people not happy with him, it makes it a little too obvious. He's usually more laid back, and I can tell that. He's actually started going back to being laid back in the last week. But like that whole first 2 weeks after Legends A was announced, he was on edge. And here's the thing, Khu. Here's what I think happened. His source, for some reason, he was not getting the right information. Either as in the information he got is not true, or it's true but down the line. Like maybe later this year or something. But he did not know about Legends EA. And you know what, Khu? You know what you should have done? You should have just told that. You should have just tweeted and said, I had no idea Legends EA was going to be announced. This is crazy. You don't gotta look like the Riddler, the king of rhymes and riddles. You don't. You can be a fan just like us, but just have an insider. And people will value that more. And you will be much more happier that way too. The people in your comments share 2 brain cells. You got the side happy to hate you, and you got the side sucking up to you. None of them have your best interests in mind. That's why now you can't make a mistake, because both of them have pushed you into this corner. I think you did something really good for the hype season, and that's why I got your interest in mind. I want you to go back to being able to be a stupid fan who just has insider information and doesn't have to carry the weight of pretending to be Masuda's brother. You seem to be a bigger Pokemon fan than the majority of people. You're a bigger Pokemon fan than me. You're completing your Pokemon Home National decks. You're like getting everything unlocked on Pokemon Masters. I've never downloaded Pokemon Masters. Clearly, you just want to have fun. It's up to you what you decide to do. I know at the end of the day, you got bad info, especially when you mix in the stuff you're talking about with Legends ZA basically got nothing done by far. That's so easy to tell that can't be true. So either you got bad info or you don't have info and you've been trying to make assumptions. And you're like, okay, if the game's coming out in 2 years, yeah, maybe they got nothing done, and you tweeted that. You can fix it easily. You don't gotta know all the answers. But yeah, that's pretty much this video. So the main thing I wanted to talk about in this was, should we trust Riddler Khu's tweets or not? I would say he will have real information down the line, especially when summer rolls around. But something about this Legends EA situation, it seems to be linked to bad info on his side. That's the simplest way I can put it. Because even he doesn't know what he's gonna riddle when summer comes around. He's just saying when summer comes around, that's when he's gonna get information. So right now it seems like he doesn't know anything about Legends EA. But anyhow, that's pretty much it. Remember, everything in this video is just my opinion. Who knows what's actually happening behind the scenes, but that's just how I see it. I'll see you on the next one. Take care.